Picture this, a pile of gold coins, a mountain of banknotes, wealth. But is that really what it takes to start building wealth? It's a common misconception that you need a lot of money to get started. But just like the longest journey begins with a single step, so does the journey towards financial independence. Think about it. It's not about having a mountain of money to invest, but about consistently setting aside small amounts that can compound over time. It's like planting a tiny seed. At first, it doesn't look like much, but given time, sunlight, and water, that tiny seed grows into a mighty tree. The same principle applies to wealth building. So, don't let the misconception that you need huge amounts of money to start building wealth stop you. Remember, it's the small, consistent steps that lead to significant results over time. The journey of 1,000 miles truly does start with a single step. Now, imagine planting a money tree. What if I told you it's not as far-fetched as it sounds? That's essentially what you're doing when you invest in appreciating assets. Like a tree, these assets need time and patience to grow. You won't see a towering oak overnight, and similarly, your investments won't multiply instantly. But with careful nurturing and a long-term perspective, they'll soon start bearing fruit. Consider stocks, bonds, real estate. These are all examples of appreciating assets. They might seem intimidating at first, but remember, every towering tree starts from a tiny seed. The key is to start small, but start nevertheless. Don't let the fear of the unknown hold you back. And just like you wouldn't plant a tree and then forget about it, your investments too need regular care and attention. Review them periodically, adjust your strategy if needed, but keep the faith. So, let's plant our money trees and watch them grow. Ever had the urge to splurge on something you don't really need? We all have. But let's take a moment and imagine our wealth as water in a bucket. Every time we give in to these whims, it's like poking a hole in that bucket. Drip, 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 there goes your hard-earned money, trickling away on things that won't matter in the long run. Now, living within your means doesn't mean you can't enjoy life. It's about being conscious of where your money goes and making decisions that reflect your long-term goals. It's about choosing experiences over things, memories over momentary pleasures. Think of it this way. Every unnecessary thing you say no to is a yes to financial freedom. So next time that urge to splurge hits, take a deep breath and ask yourself, do I really need this? Because let's be real, that temporary high from a shopping spree can't compare to the enduring satisfaction of financial security. Remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. Work smarter, not harder. Sounds cliche, right? But in the world of wealth building, it's an absolute game changer. This principle is all about leverage. Picture a lever. With a lever, you can lift a weight much heavier than you normally could. Now apply that to your finances. Leverage is about using other people's time, money, and resources to multiply your wealth. It's like having a financial superpower. Think of investing in a business. You might not have the time to run a cafe, but you can invest in one. Your money works for you, even when you're not there. Or consider the stock market. By buying shares, you're leveraging the company's resources. You reap the rewards without having to run the business yourself. Leverage is about efficiency. It's about getting the maximum output from your input. So let's put our money to work for us. Ever feel like you're running on a financial treadmill, going nowhere fast? It's a common feeling, especially when we're caught in financial pitfalls. Picture this, you're a mouse, and that shiny new credit card with sky-high interest rates is the cheese. It looks tempting, doesn't it? But the moment you bite into it, snap. The mousetrap of debt closes in. Impulse buying is another trap. You see something you want, and without thinking, you buy it. But like a mousetrap, it can snap shut on your financial health, trapping you in a cycle of debt. So how do we avoid these traps? It's simple. Be aware. Understand the difference between needs and wants. Don't let high-interest debt or uncontrolled spending lure you into a trap. Instead, think before you spend. Ask yourself, do I really need this? With awareness and discipline, we can navigate around these financial pitfalls. Let's steer clear of those financial mousetraps. Budgeting. It's not the most exciting topic, but it's crucial. Think of budgeting as your financial roadmap. It's a tool that helps you navigate your way through the complex maze of income and expenses, directing you towards your financial goals. Imagine you're setting off on a road trip. Without a map, you might get lost, take unnecessary detours, or even run out of fuel. Similarly, without a budget, it's easy to lose track of your money, overspend on non-essentials, or fall short when it comes to saving for that dream vacation or retirement nest egg. By tracking every dollar that comes in and goes out, you gain a clear picture of your financial health, allowing you to make informed decisions and avoid financial pitfalls. Remember, a budget isn't meant to restrict you. It's there to empower you, to give you control over your money and ultimately your life. So let's keep our eyes on the financial roadmap. What if you could make managing your money easier and stress-free? Imagine your finances as a self-driving car. You set the destination, and the car takes you there while you sit back and relax. That's the power of automating your finances. Consider your savings. By setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account, you're ensuring that a portion of your income always goes towards your financial goals. It's like having a personal assistant who never forgets to save for you. Now, think about your bills. Late fees and missed payments can throw a wrench in your financial plan. But with automatic bill payments, you can avoid these pitfalls. Your bills get paid on time, every time, without you having to lift a finger. This automation frees up your time and mental energy, allowing you to focus on the bigger picture, growing your wealth. So, let's set our financial autopilot. No risk, no reward. It's a fundamental principle of wealth building. Just like a tightrope walker, balancing between the thrill of the heights and the fear of falling, every wealth builder must learn to balance risk and reward. It's not about being reckless, but rather about taking calculated risks. Think of it as strategic daring. Investments, for instance, come with their fair share of risks, but that's where the magic happens. When you invest, you're essentially betting on the future. You're saying, I believe this will grow, and I'm willing to risk my money on it. It's a bold move, but it's one that can yield substantial rewards. But remember, every investment is a gamble. There's always the potential for loss. But without risk, there's no chance for reward. So, be bold, be brave, take calculated risks, because as the saying goes, scared money doesn't make money. Remember, fortune favors the bold. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sound familiar? It's a timeless piece of advice that applies perfectly to our financial lives. Imagine your income as a river. A river doesn't rely on a single source for its water, right? It has tributaries, streams, and rainfall all contributing to its flow. The same should be true for your income. Relying on a single source like a 9-to-5 job can be risky. What happens if that job disappears? Diversifying your income streams can provide a steady flow of wealth, much like a river. It could be a side hustle, a rental property, or investing in stocks. The goal is to create multiple sources of income that can weather any storm. Remember, it's not about working harder, but smarter. By diversifying, we're not only increasing our income, but also reducing our risk. So, what are we waiting for? Let's create our own financial rivers. You've got the principles. Now it's time to put them into action. We've walked through the 10 key principles of wealth building, from investing in appreciating assets to diversifying your income. But remember, knowledge without action is just potential. It's time to step up and transform that potential into reality. Start small, but start today. Invest in what grows, keep it real, and work smarter, not harder. Cut the clutter, avoid money traps, and track every penny. Automate your finances, be bold, and multiply your income. And most importantly, stay disciplined. Take these principles and apply them in your life. Remember, it's not about getting rich quick. It's about building sustainable wealth over time. And if you want more insights, strategies, and tips on financial freedom, make sure you subscribe. We're here to help you navigate the journey to wealth. Remember, wealth building is a journey. Subscribe and join us on this journey to financial freedom.